with GBH that is unclaimed, is there any reason why you haven't picked up that item, please?
Yeah, actually, I'm not around, and the people that bought the blended, they've not paid the shipping fee yet.
Right.
So I think unless I come for the
Okay. When do you think you can come?
I think October. Yeah, I'll be in October.
You'll be in October. Okay. So if we give you from now up till October, you can pick up the items, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you aware that on 28th of September, there's going to be an auction at GBH Logistics?
28.
Yes, please. Yes, and your items have overstayed at the warehouse, and so they are also due for auction. All right. So as at the time you are returning, the auction would have been done, and I'm sure as at the time your item may not be available. Is there a way you can make an arrangement for the item to be picked up on your behalf?
Well, I don't know, because I have to come and get the money to the people that bought it before I come and pay the shipping fee and come for it.
Veronica, I'm afraid that may be a little bit of a challenge on your side, and I know it's a bit inconveniencing, especially since you are away. But so that you can save the items that you have bought and you don't lose the items because they have overstayed, the court have given GBH Logistics the authority to auction the item, and the item will be auctioned at the shipping fee cost, which is devoid of your capital cost in procuring the item. And so it will be difficult for you to even claim anything from GBH Logistics after the auction is done. So I want to quickly recommend to you, please find someone, arrange, if it is possible, to secure a loan from somewhere, make the pickup, and then after you have returned and sorted out your shipping fee from your clients, then you can repay your loans or whatever the means that you would use to obtain your shipping fee for the pickup. And please do so before 25th of September.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Veronica, for speaking with me, and do enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Bye. Hi, our lovely viewers. Welcome to GBH Logistics Podcast. Today is going to be another interesting session. Here with me are... Okay.
Nicholas Ferguson, Head of Complaints Department for GBH Logistics.
Right.
I'm Precious Delasi, Omega Mensa, and I'm a lawyer.
Right, and I'm your lovely host, Isaac Owusu-Spelvin. Right, so today we have a mini importer here to help us understand how come a lot of mini importers have lost their items, and to share her experience with us. We have the lawyer here to help us understand the whole auction process that GBH Logistics is going to undertake and what the implications of that auction will mean to clients and the general public, and even to GBH Logistics as well. Nicholas will be helping us understand some of the complaints that we have received and the steps that we've taken to be able to solve those complaints. All right. Thank you so much for making time to be with us. You're a mini importer.
Yes,
what
please.
has been some of the challenges you have experienced when you started mini importation?
I've experienced a whole lot of challenges, like suppliers coming in. Sometimes you could buy something, you track your items. By the end of the day, you check the tracking number is wrong. Your items won't get to the warehouse. A whole lot. It's been tedious and stuff.
Right. So there are times where suppliers scam you. How?
Of course.
Is it that you make payments to the supplier and
You
the
see,
items?
some of us, we don't have the Alipay account, so we we just send the money to the agent to pay for it. So the
that-
agents don't have that time to be checking out if the supplier has received the money, like a whole lot.
Okay.
So for me, as I started, I wasn't having the Alipay account, so I was using agent to pay for me, and most of my money got lost because I didn't hear from the supplier, I didn't hear from the agent.
So you,
like-
I'm coming. So you couldn't tell whether the agent had made the payment on your behalf.
Yes.
And the supplier had received it and had refused to
Yes,
give you the
yes,
item.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. And sometimes when I text the agent, maybe I send him status, so he will send it in RMB for the supplier. After, he will send me a screenshot to send to the supplier that I have paid for this package. But sometimes I don't get screenshots from him. I don't hear from the supplier. Even if I get screenshot from the agent, I don't hear from the supplier. Nothing.
Right, right. And you were losing money all the
I
while.
was very, very losing.
Wow.
Yeah.
When it comes to situations where perhaps you were able to get the items shipped to the warehouse and then the items were onwardly shipped to Ghana, were you having challenges there as well?
About the shipping fee or
Yes, anything that regarding the shipment of your items as well. Did you have challenges in that area?
yeah, some of my items go missing, as I said, because I thought as I used GBH or logistics, you guys were doing consolidation, but I didn't know you guys. I even though I read the terms and conditions, but
And you saw it there that we don't do consolidation.
Yeah,
but
so-
you neglected it
Yes,
and you shipped anyway.
shipped it, so- and it didn't help me at all. It
Right,
didn't help me at
right,
all.
right. So, as part of the things that you read in the terms and conditions, you realize that at GBH Logistics, we don't do consolidation for small items.
Yes, please.
Right, but you felt like, let me still do it. But the items sometimes get here, some don't get here. All right. And viewers, we've told you severally that we don't do consolidation for small items, and we have told you the reason why we don't do that. And sometimes if you neglect the terms and conditions that has been spelled out for you, you will definitely have issues, and that will not be on GBH. All right. So as a result of this, sometimes the items get here. Were there times where the items arrived, but you came around and then you realized that there were no names on the items that you have
As in
bought?
my package.
Your package.
Of course, some suppliers, I don't know, even if you tell them to write your name, your number on it, they refuse, and that one is not helping us at all. Sometimes
Right.
this package could be yours, but you couldn't identify if it's yours or not because
Right.
your name and number
Is
isn't
not
on
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So because sometimes we receive a lot of packages that do not have names and contact numbers on them, we're unable to tell who those packages belong to. And that has been the classic case for a very long time, and that is why we are embarking on this auction. Our lawyer, we want to welcome you to today's podcast.
Thank you.
Right. From the discussion we are having with
Lisa.
Lisa, one of the things that she's told us that sometimes she will buy an item, the item will get here, and her names and her contacts are not inscribed on the item. At GBH Logistics, we are unable to tell who this package belongs to. And sometimes, for Lisa, she might follow up. She will come with tracking number and other things that may help us. There are others too who don't do that. And so most of such people have their items that have been listed as part of the items we are going to auction. What is going to be the implication for people like that? People who have bought things, they can't identify the items are here, they are on social media ranting that GBH Logistics have taken their items, but they don't have proof to show us that I bought this item and this item belongs to me, so GBH Logistics give this to me. After we have auctioned the items, what is going to be the implication for them and for GBH?
So fortunately I have imported before.
Okay.
As I said, I'm on a break.
Great.
As I had informed you earlier.
Right.
And the burden lies on you, the purchaser. You are just, GBH is just the shipping agent. So
Right.
the burden lies on the purchaser to deal directly with the supplier.
Right.
So for me, I would say write this name, write my number on it, and send me a picture.
Right.
Until she does that, I do not give her the address of the warehouse in China or Turkey or wherever to send the goods to.
Right.
So I think vendors should, or principals should, take steps to ensure that everything is done diligently, because it is your package. It is not the shipper's duty to make sure that your name is on your package or your contact is on your package. Fortunately, you have provided terms and conditions, and in your terms and conditions, you have actually added a clause which says that the principal should ensure that your contact is on the package. Even if your name is on your package, the contact is enough to provide the details of the person. So for that, unfortunately, when they come back after the auction is over, there is nothing that can be done, because they did not take care or due care to ensure that their items would be identified by they themselves or the agents, who is GBH.
Right.
Yes.
So in the case where GBH Logistics have undertaken the auction, when someone comes up and says that GBH, and I have proof of the thing I bought, say that this is the tracking number and this is the name, what happens?
So they come back after the auction is over. Okay, so fortunately the law provides that the person who has a problem with the auctioning can bring an application to set it aside based on the fact that the sale was illegal, it was irregular. There are certain things that the law has provided for anyone who's going to auction goods to go by. Notice. I think you have been advertising this for a very long time.
Since last year.
Exactly. And so you have complied with the notice. You have even gone to court, and I believe you have gotten a court order, which I have seen. And I believe you have posted it on your socials.
We have.
Yes. So why do you sit down and then wait till the auction is over before you come back to claim your goods? Nothing can be done in your favor. And if you actually go to court, it would be a waste of time, frankly speaking, because you would go through the whole process and you would you are likely to lose the case, because you were put on notice for a very long time and you did not take any steps to claim your goods. So nothing can be done.
So Ferguson, when people come to you with complaints like that, say I have items that have no names on it, or I have items I haven't received them, and you make the effort to find out what is happening, what are some of the things you come up with, you find?
Well, most of the time I've had issues where somebody sent me an image, a client sent me an image of a lunchbox, but the lunch boxes we had in the warehouse, the image didn't correspond. So I asked the person, are you sure this is what you are looking for? He said yes, but we checked through the warehouse and that wasn't it. But we found a package that had lunch boxes in it. We compared the quantity, the tracking number, it was the same. But the content, the image the person sent
was different.
It was different
from what was here.
Yeah, from what was here. We've had instances like that. And then we've also had people that, because of the auction, we tell them, come to the warehouse, come with your evidence, we will look for it for you. If we don't find what you are looking for, we would replace it. You get it? We've also told people to do that, and we've had people troop in. We have had people that we tell them, come to the office. They are like, I live far, so I can't come. Yes. But we've made videos telling them to send representatives. Just give the details to the reps. Let them come. Let us sort you out. Because I've had someone came today. He came all the way from Takrady. Because of 5 bags.
Okay. So someone can come from Takrady to make sure that he or she secures his 5 bags. You are in Accra. You don't want to come and pick your things. Okay, please go ahead.
He came all the way from Takrady because of 5 bags.
Okay.
And when he came, within 30 minutes, we had sorted him out and he's gone. You get it? So we've been telling people, come. If you can't come, let your representatives come. And
so either ways, whether you are coming yourself or someone is coming, make sure that the person has something to show that this belongs to you. That's all. Me papa cho mutie ya mom me fa monema. Yes, Ramwa. All right, please go ahead.
And with the items, with the purchasing of the item, sometimes what you see online is not what is sent to you.
Okay. Okay. So clients will send you pictures that, okay, this is my item. I bought this item from China. And you go look for the thing and it is not here. Eventually you find out that the item is here, but the image that was sent to you was not what is you found here.
Yes.
So is it that how do those things happen?
Lisa.
Yeah, so some suppliers, you see maybe a bag on the app you purchase, but sometimes when it comes, it's different. Sometimes it's very small, sometimes very tiny.
Hey.
But you see it's on the app very big.
Okay.
So
But it will get here and it is something
very
else.
small, very small.
Mr. Okay, I want to chip in.
Okay.
You see, there's something we call product photography.
Right.
Yeah, I read graphic design, so
Okay.
product photography. There are things we do when we are taking pictures of products. When you see the picture and you see the actual product, you will notice a difference in it. A
Okay.
vast difference. We do touch-ups. We add a whole lot of things to make it look appealing to the eye.
Okay.
So somebody would look at the picture online and be like, this is very nice, this is big. Let me order 5, let me order
But
10.
do the suppliers not put
Description.
dimensions and descriptions
They
of the
do, but
product
sometimes
there?
it can change. They do.
So you will see an item that is, let's say, 6 centimeters by 20 centimeters, and it will get here and it will be, say, 1 centimeter by 10 centimeters.
Oh yes, it's possible.
Interesting.
It's possible.
So is it that the app developers are not also monitoring the vendors on the app, or what's happening? Or we don't know?
I always
What can we do to be able to? I mean, I don't know. This one, I will put it out there. What can we do? Because this is something. Where are some of the places that you guys ship from?
For me, I use 1688 and
Okay.
Pinduoduo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Have you
it.
had an experience like that with any of these platforms?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Okay. No, so that we don't go and spoil anybody's business.
No, even
Right.
my mom, she imports goods from
Okay.
China, Turkey, UK, US,
Right.
and she has been to China.
Okay.
She has spoken to suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
She's friends with some of them.
Right.
Yet some of them are still able to. She'll go buy some of their goods, order them in China, especially China, and she'll come to China and then it'll be on the sea in the container. By the time it comes, it's not what she ordered over there.
Whoa.
Yes, it's a risk,
Okay.
and she doesn't order in tiny
Small quantities.
yes, in small quantities,
Right.
and it will come in a whole 10 boxes,
Wow.
different items, and then you have to re-strategize and then try and sell it.
Yeah.
Else, waboka. Exactly. So, I would say that it's a big risk. For Alibaba, they verify some of the
Yeah, that's
Suppliers,
vendors, yes,
okay.
some of the suppliers, and then sometimes they will put it there that unverified suppliers will purchase at your own risk. So I think it's a risk, but then we should also try and read, like you said, the dimensions, and we should also try and be careful ask other people where they are getting their things from. They may not tell you, but at least
Right.
take steps to make sure that it's not a scam.
Right.
And also, when some people order and they see on the app that it's going to the warehouse, that is it.
They don't do any
They
follow-ups.
don't do any follow-ups.
No tracking.
No tracking, nothing.
Right.
And when it gets here and then we give it to them, then that's when they begin. This is not what I ordered. Because I have some frying pans in the warehouse. They're about 9 pieces.
Right.
If you look at the size and the picture somebody sent me, in the picture it's very big. When it came here, they are very, very small.
Small,
You can't even fry one egg in it.
Right.
Like very
Right.
small. So the person left it.
The person wait. Did the person pay the shipping fee and leave it?
The person didn't pay the
But
shipping.
did GBH do the procurement for the person?
BBA didn't do the procurement for the person.
So you see, you people more boyeka, more boyeka. So you bought. This is a client who has bought something herself. The item has arrived in Ghana. Our job as your forwarder is to ship the items from China to Ghana, clear it, and make it available at the warehouse for you to pay us a service charge and pick up your items. You come see the item and say that this is not what you ordered from a vendor in China, which we don't know. And because of that, you won't pay us our shipping fee. We will auction your items. And if you like, take us to court.
We have some people that also complained of items. I found it for them.
Right.
I gave them the shipping fee. We didn't even use current rates for the shipping fee because it's an old package.
Okay.
So my manager advised me to use old rates for that particular month.
But dollar rate no assessment. Why are you using an old rate? I mean, a time value of money.
Yeah, but onumpo do not say up there in Zamani free had intem because we need space to offload more containers because of the things, the items we have there, the backlog of items. We are not able to offload containers at the speed at which we are supposed to be offloading.
Right.
And we have containers coming in. So she was like, I should use the old rates so that they can come and pick up very fast.
GBH is thinking about you. GBH is thinking about you, but you are not thinking about GBH. They are using the old rate for you so that you can afford. I mean, the dollar rate is changing every time. Every now and then. Now the dollar rate is about 16 or so, if I'm not. Yes. So, and they are using the old rate for you. Come and pick your item. We are pleading. This is the last podcast we are going to do, talking about you picking your items. Come and pick your items. Pay your shipping fee and pick them up.
Like, it will shock you to know that when I sent the person the shipping fee, she told me point blank, I won't pay.
Why?
Because according to her, the item has been here for a very long time.
Whose fault is it that the item has been here for a long time? Did you send her updates when the items arrived?
They are small packages. Okay.
And as per GBH terms and conditions, updates are not sent for items less than 0.1 CBM. So if the item is less than 0.1 CBM, no updates.
And they have this notion that they've read the terms and conditions.
But maybe GBH, if we are not sending updates, how are we expecting them to come for the items?
Mr. Isaac, that's why it's in our terms and conditions.
Okay.
With our Chinese system, they can't update on items less than 0.1.
Right.
That is why we put it in our terms and conditions that if it is less than 0.1, don't bring it. You ship it with us at your own risk.
Okay.
People read it and they intentionally ship. I am using I'm using intentionally because I had a customer that said she read the terms and conditions.
Lily told us she also read and then ignored it anyways.
And then she shipped.
Right.
And her counter question was, why did we accept it? And China is a very big place and it's a busy place. So you can order something in the morning, but it will be delivered at night when our warehouse is closed.
Right.
And if the things are left in front of our warehouse, we also can't leave it there.
Right.
Because it will take up space. It will cause more problems for us.
Right.
So we come in the morning, it's in front of our warehouse. What do? We bring it in and we ship it.
So I'm coming on. Even if we don't send out updates, they know you have sent an item to the warehouse. Why don't they follow up? Do they ask you, okay, I sent this item, it is less than 0.1 CBM, but can you check for me?
No.
They don't?
They don't. In their mind, when they check the tracker, it's at the warehouse.
So that is it.
No, to
case closed.
Case closed. GBH will bring it to me.
And then when the items arrive, we don't send updates on items less than 0.1 CBM, but you know your item have been shipped. And when you hear that the container number, this container date has been offloaded, you won't come for it. And you come and blame GBH that we have made your things stay in the warehouse for a very long time. It is your responsibility. If you read the terms, is it that not in the terms and conditions? It is the client's responsibility to track your items. Make sure you don't track it till it gets to the warehouse in China. You track it till it gets to the warehouse in Ghana.
So, what medium do they track their items by?
Okay, so GBH Logistics have spent money to develop a website. And on the website, we have a tracking system there. All you need is your tracking number. Insert it there, it will tell you where the container is. If the container has arrived, you will get to know. All that is there. Anna, it's there.
Is it likely that some principals or consumers of your services do not have an idea about this website?
Before anyone ships with us, Customer care is not here, but I'm sure complaint you can answer that.
Before anybody ships with us, you contact the customer care.
Okay.
They would brief you on the terms and conditions. Then we send you this one, the warehouse address.
Okay.
You can even ask Madam Lisa.
Lisa, can you confirm that?
Yes, it's true.
Okay.
As when I started this my mini importation, I texted them and they sent me everything, and I make sure that I read everything before going in for it. So if someone is out there without reading, then it's their own fault. It's not GBH is their fault.
You know, Madam Lisa tells us that she read the whole thing, but for some she chose to ignore.
Yes.
And I think that there are a lot of other clients out there who are also reading it and choosing to ignore.
Yeah.
Okay, but we do serve clients with all these. We share our socials, we share our terms. We don't just drop the terms and we share flyers with even the CBM rates. I think we do that.
Yeah.
We share so that we go ahead to make sure that before you ship with GBH, all that you need to know is at your disposal. So people know this tracking. Even when we send, when we load containers, we send out SMS. And sometimes we embed the tracking link in there for you to be able to track your items. So all that are attempts to help the clients to be able to do that. To be able to ship and track their items.
Okay.
So I think that it is a bit unfair for clients to offload their responsibility. When you come to GBH, the things we have to do here, the work is enormous, like it's a lot. So if the client is also leaving their responsibility for us, it will be difficult and we will have issues.
Okay, so I have one more question for GBH.
All right.
Do you send the rates after the item or the shipping fee after the item arrives, or you send it before or when it's almost here?
Okay, for me, as I started, they didn't give me my shipping fee. They didn't give me my shipping fee at all because I wanted them to give me my shipping fee before the item gets to Ghana, so that I'll be able to share to my people for them to pay because the rate is not stable.
Exactly.
You understand? Yeah, so they didn't give me my shipping fee, but they just sent me picture of the items and the CBM, but I didn't really understand. So it's got me really confusing then stuff. So I waited so the item get to Ghana before I paid my shipping fee.
And by the time it got here, was the rates, had it gone up or it was?
Yes, it has gone up. It was up because at that time I don't really remember the rate at that time though, but by the time the item got to Ghana, the rate wasn't that good, but there's
Is it the dollar rate or the CBM rate?
The dollar rate,
okay.
But nothing could be done, so I just paid like that then. So me, I was thinking, at least if you guys do consolidation about these small packages, making items, assuming maybe you have boxes in your warehouse at China. So let's say I buy 3.
Jenkoto boxes name. Please go ahead.
3, 4. Maybe I buy 3, 4 bags. When it get there, you put it in my box. You get a code for it, you package it, you give my shipping fee. So by the time the item will get to Ghana,
would you be willing to pay for the boxes and the services of consolidating the items for you?
I think that one is on you guys. No, you understand? Because it will help. Imagine, because some people do buy 3 bags, 4 bags. You see, the boxes will be small and stuff. So imagine you have boxes at the warehouse. You put everything together. You consolidate it. You give me my shipping fee. Okay, fine. The item gets to Tema Port, the rate has gone high. At least the time you guys shipped the item, the rate was at 16.5, and right now when the item got to Ghana, the rate is at 16.45. Still, we will pay because it's not our fault. It's not your fault. You understand? So that one too will help.
Okay. Fergie, do you think we should do consolidation for small items?
With consolidation for small items, it's a bit difficult because we have people that will put in their mind GBH Logistics is doing consolidation, so they will order one thing today and they'll wait maybe a week and they'll order another thing.
And
how does
our
that
team in China
should wait for them? Because our client base have this you need to wait for me mentality. They don't want to follow up on their things. Ono na dream there wa order no. We do warehouse. We to na dream. As to there ship need to. Ship na to nsum. on fano.
Right.
They didn't there. It had 45 days. You said 45
Oh,
days. It should be here in 45 days. And even with the 45-day period we even give for our shipping, we don't control it. Some things might happen at sea that will cause it to delay. That is why there's people don't do that.
Right.
And with what she said about the shipping fee, we cannot give an exact shipping fee because of the dollar rate. It might rise, it might fall. So we give something we call an estimated shipping fee when we give an update.
So it means you quote your shipping fee in cedis?
No, you see, when we give the updates, it's in dollars.
Yes.
When it comes to Ghana and we are done with the confirmation, then we quote it in cedis. It is influenced by the rate at which we clear the container.
So to your consumers, you quote the shipping fee in cedis to your consumers.
When it arrives in Ghana.
I see.
But we give you an update in dollars.
Okay.
So the update is given once the items reach the warehouse. We take a picture of it and then give you an estimated shipping fee. When the container arrives in Ghana and we offload, the rate at which we offload it at the port, that's the dollar rate we would use.
Of course.
That is why we give an estimated shipping fee, but it's in dollars. Now, people would come and tell you, you gave me an estimated shipping fee. When it comes to Ghana and then the dollar rate is high and the price goes up, they complain. But when the dollar rate goes down and the price goes down, there's no complaints.
Yeah, because it's benefiting the consumers.
It's benefiting the
us,
consumers. Yes. So we do that. We give an update.
Okay.
Any item above 0.1 cbm, we can give you evidence to show that we give you an update. The shipping fee is quoted in dollars, because when it gets to Ghana, we don't know the rate at which we will clear the container. It might go up, it might come down. When it comes down, they are happy, but when it goes up, they have complaints. So we cannot quote a shipping fee in cedis. If we quote the estimated shipping fee in cedis and it comes to Ghana and the dollar rate has gone up, we will be running at a loss.
Of course. Okay.
We will be running at a loss. And if you don't receive an update on your item, then it means it's less than 0.1 cbm.
So where they have paid their estimated shipping fee, and let's say it comes and then they've paid more than it's actually is now when it has arrived, do you give them back the balance? Has it happened before?
We've had instances where people have paid more than what they were supposed to pay.
I want to know if Lisa has ever had that situation. You've never. Okay.
But we've had instances where people have paid more than what they were supposed to pay. And their next shipment that was coming, the deductions were made.
Okay, that's fair.
It was fixed into their next shipment. And it's done in a way that you know that you have a balance with us.
Okay.
So when the next shipment comes in, we'll do the deductions and then give you what is left.
So is there a balance in dollars or is in cedis?
Depends on the mode in which you pay.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. So yes, as Mr. Ferguson said, we give updates and we let clients know their shipping fee before it arrives. I want us to look at one last thing before we go. Madam Lawyer, there are a lot of clients out there who are unable to pick up. Like we listened to an audio before we started this podcast. There's a lady we spoke to. She has an item here. The item has been here since last year. She's been called severally. She hasn't been able to pick up the item. She was called recently and she says that she bought the item for someone. The person has not paid the shipping fee to her, and so she's not in the position to pick up the items now. She will only be ready to pick up the items after October. Our auction is scheduled for 28th September.
Yeah, which is next week.
What do you have to tell people who are planning, like this young lady, to pick up their items after 28th September?
It is quite unfortunate because their item would have been auctioned. And
Right.
the auction is a public sale. And your item will be sold to the highest bidder. It's a game that will be played in quotes. So
Right.
they may not maybe some items would not have been bought, and they may be lucky enough to meet those items. But me, when I was looking at the list of items, there are things that I was planning to come and buy.
Right.
Because I saw weave on, I saw school bags. I have children that not my own kids, but there are kids I want to buy school bags
for, right?
And I know I'll get it for a cheaper price, so I'll definitely come.
Right.
So the risk that you come and meet your item is very low, and you can't do anything about it because they have given the notices, they have provided the venue where you can pick up your items. They have. You told me that you've provided a list of items
yes,
online, so they know.
Yeah.
You've described it. The law made a requirement such like that you're supposed to provide the description or quality and quantity of the item. So you have complied with all that, and I'm sure people have seen it and have made their lists of things that they would come and purchase. So if after the auction you come and your items are not here, you are very you can't do anything about it. You may decide to go to court, but the chances of you winning is very low. And whereby you may get angry and then you go on social media and decide to bash the company can take you on. They can say that you're defaming their name, and then you would be in trouble for that.
Right.
So instead of, for the lady that says she's waiting for October, I would suggest that 2 things. You can come for the items and pay the shipping fee.
Right.
And then there's something called the lien. You hold the items. And then you tell the person that, look, your items, if you don't come and pick it, I am going to sell it because I paid for your shipping fee.
Right.
So come and pay, and then I'll give the items to you. Or you leave it, come and buy them during the auction, and then you go and sell them elsewhere.
Right.
It's 2 things. You add your
Profit.
profits, and you make money out of it. The person can't do anything, but please let the person know before you do that.
Right.
That's what I was
Thank you so much. You wanted to add
And
something?
with some people, they've been sent bills.
Okay.
They've been sent bills. It shows in our system that they've been sent bills, but they've still not come to pick up the packages.
Okay.
We have some people that lodge complaints. The packages were found. They asked for a bill. It was sent to them.
They've still not paid.
They said Friday. The person said, I found the package on Tuesday. The person said, I'll come for it on Friday. That was 2 weeks ago. We are still waiting for the person. We've not heard anything from the person.
Okay.
So on the day of the auction, when we auction something like that, after when the person comes, what can be done to the person?
What would have been done to that person is that you would have sold that person's items, but that person can't react. There's something in law called waiving your rights, and this is an instance where you have waived your rights to receive your item because you had the right as the principal, as a purchaser, to come to your agent, your shipping agent, to recover your goods or to take the goods that you have bought. So if you stay at home, you've been given your bills, you've been reminded, please come, we are doing an auction, and you don't come, that right is extinguished after the 28th or even on the 28th.
Right.
So wait, I have one more question. That morning, if they come that they are picking their items, would you give it to them?
If we've started the auction, no,
Why
they should
would
buy
you
it from
do
the auction.
Because we've
Okay.
made
Right.
videos upon videos
Okay.
telling them, even if you can't come, send a representative. But some people are still not sending their reps.
They are waiving their rights.
They are rather saying, I can't come. I'm in Bolga, I'm in Volta. Yet we have people that came themselves from far places, or they sent representatives. They've been sorted out and they are gone.
And you have record of these people who did those
We
things,
have
right?
records.
Okay, so I would say that give one more notice for clemency's sake. Just, you don't need to, honestly.
Right.
But those people that you send the bills to, give them one more, a reminder again that you have how many days? Say it's 19, so they have like 9 more days. So you have 9 days to come for your items. If you fail to come for it, it would be sold at the auction.
And that is why we are actually having this podcast. Because last night we did a
Okay.
video.
You did a video last night.
Last night we did a video. 2 days before that we did a video. Almost every other day
You
there
did.
is a video. I am in the video.
Yeah.
If
That is why we said he's famous.
Yeah.
if I'm not sorting, I'm encouraging them to come and pick up.
Right.
I can see you're tired.
Oh,
Abra kasanko.
onye easy. So we keep doing all these things, and then we've put it on all our socials. If you go on TikTok, it's there. YouTube, you find it. We even put it on our WhatsApp status because we save the contacts of most of our clients so that you can see it. We've had clients saying, if they don't want to come and pick up, you reserve this for me. I have people calling me, telling me, I want this, I want this. If they won't pick up, I will buy.
Are they willing to pay?
They will pay for it.
Okay. Wait, people are already reserving their
Items
items
on
on their list.
auction day.
Maybe I should do that before I leave.
Because I'm the auctioneer, I cannot, because I'm in charge of this, I cannot reserve for anybody.
Okay.
So please, those
Not
calling
even
me,
maybe your lawyer. Or
not even. I cannot reserve for anybody
Okay.
because of the nature of my work.
Okay.
Get it? But on the 28th, when you come here early in the morning, you can come around 7, 8 o'clock. We will sort you
7
out.
a.m. Like, you see what happens on election day? People form queues as early as 3 a.m.
Yeah.
28th, we do at 3 a.m. No, we'll form a queue.
Because we want to clear space in the warehouse so that we can offload more containers.
And isn't it causing this?
It's
is
costing us
financial
a lot.
loss? Yeah.
Because as of now, we have containers at the port that are even going on demurrage.
Wow.
And mind you, the demurrage charges, we don't even factor it into the bills.
Okay. You bet that.
The company bears the cost. We don't factor it into the bills. So
It seems that you really think about your clients.
Yes, at GBH Logistics, and I remember.
Oh yeah,
we are doing the most.
Every day we pay about $100.
Every day.
If a container goes on demurrage, every day $100. We don't factor it into the customers'
So if the
bills.
container goes for demurrage for 7 days, that's
$700.
That's too much
And you
money.
are expected to pay. If you don't pay it,
we can't
get the container. We can't clear the container.
So what about your customers whose items are in those containers? How are you dealing with them?
You go ahead.
The funny thing is that when we even bring the package, they will call you and be on your neck. And on my package, you say you offload it on Monday. Today is Tuesday. You've not offloaded it. Or we need money to even pay the demurrage charges. And we come offload the packages, send them bills, and they still won't pick up.
Wow.
Someone will tell you, I'll come on Monday. My money is not ready. Meanwhile, before we shipped out the container, we sent an estimated shipping fee to give you a fair idea of how much you would pay when the container arrives in Ghana.
So I want to, Lisa, you see, hearing all this, as I said I've been shipping, I've imported goods before. I use kind of understanding where they are coming from because it's like they are losing a lot of money.
Yeah, sure.
So
Because Lisa, we've rented a space, warehouse. We are keeping people's items.
Okay.
We don't have space to even offload new goods. What do we do? Lisa, if you were to be the administrative manager for GBH Logistics, would you say that let's keep the items and let's leave the container?
No, the best way
At
is
the
to sell
port.
them, then get your money. You offload and you guys continue with your work. Because if you are to, based on these people, you guys are really going to lose and it's not help at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
and
the
I
best
think we
time to
didn't
sell.
know all these things too. We didn't know that when we leave our goods in your warehouse for this long, it costs us this much. I think some people don't care,
Yeah.
but
Don't
most
care
would
at all.
actually
Yeah.
appreciate knowing that this is the
And the
risk
funny thing
now.
is that we run free deliveries too.
Yeah.
So
Really?
there's somebody who has just ordered one item. It's about 0.1. If the person pays on time and we are going the person's direction, we add it.
Oh, okay. And your consumers know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why are people saying they are in Takrady, they are here, so they
So
can't-
I think that it's a matter of Anna. Hey, you are in Takrady. Have you ever received the items?
Yeah, I have.
And did you pay for? Did they add it to your shipping fee?
No.
So you've never paid delivery fee?
No.
Wow.
I was
So
very
you
happy
paid guys
about
free.
it.
Right, and you're very happy about it.
You're tempting me to start my business
But
again.
You should.
But because of the way people are treating us, right now we are the villain in the story.
Yeah.
So we are even planning on putting an end to the free delivery.
Oh. I was
Because
about to start.
most people don't appreciate it.
Okay.
When we pay the mortgage fees, we don't factor it into the bill. The fuel for the free delivery, we don't
And
factor
we know
it
the
into the
prices
bill.
of fuel these days.
Exactly.
And just this morning, we've offloaded a container, and all our cars are gone on delivery.
Delivery.
Yeah.
All those that we called, the containers arrived, we've offloaded. That made preparations and paid. We've sent their items. That's why we gave an estimated shipping fee. Because we have people, the moment you call them, container number, you, or say, this is my money,
Yeah.
bring it to me. And we have no option than to bring it to you.
So Lisa can testify that you don't delay when it comes to deliveries within.
Yeah, it's true.
When it comes to deliveries, we don't.
delay.
Yeah.
It's
What,
true.
once the items gets to Ghana, I think that deliveries are scheduled and the schedule follows through.
Expeditiously.
The challenge of deliveries, I think, occurs with the shipping lines. Sometimes you get, say, MSC or Maersk Line. Containers are on their vessel.
Okay.
I mean, we have containers that are with them, and then the items take some time. Let's say you have some 2-3 days delays. Recently, there was some war somewhere, and all that affected the timely delivery of containers. So yes, there are some delays that happen, but that is not with deliveries.
Okay.
The delays happen with the shipping lines, and
Yeah.
I mean, on that sphere, we have very little or no control.
Yeah, but I
at all.
always blame my agent because I was not really privy to that aspect.
Right.
And some of us, we are so. If you're telling me 45 days, like you were saying,
Right.
when it's like the 46th day, I'll ask you, hi, please, are they good to you? I would ask you. And then you go like, oh, there was a delay, so it's still on the sea. Why haven't you told me about that? Because for those people, I obviously cannot mention, I don't
Right.
even remember their
Right.
names. They did not have a website. If they did, I wasn't privy to that. So
Right.
what they were doing was sending me WhatsApp.
Okay.
So your item will be here after 30 days. Your item will be here after 7 days. Then for some 3 days, I won't hear from you again. And then 45 days have come.
Elapsed.
Like, I would definitely
Ask.
ask you.
Yes. That's why GBH has gone through the trouble to
Give you
set up all this to help people do their own tracking. You don't need to rely on an agent or on someone to be able to track your items.
Okay.
You can sit in the comfort of your home, do it on your phone, do it on your PC. And yeah.
And most people should take into consideration that there's a whole lot of factors that affect shipping. See, it's not that we've put the ship on the sea, so 45 days will be here.
Okay.
We have to factor in weather conditions.
Yeah.
When it gets to Ghana port,
Yeah.
because there was a time we had cleared the container, the port was on lockdown.
So wait, do you guys not get any extra special treatments for being such huge importers of items?
No, when it comes to the port today.
Once it gets to the port and the shipping line gives you 3 days, 7 days, if Ghana port shuts down on the 7th day,
You
light
pay
out,
the mortgage.
and then
You pay.
for 10 days,
Yes.
we will pay.
But how is that your fault?
The shipping line is not
They
their problem.
don't-
They are making.
yes.
They want their money.
Wow. Then I think we are being hard on you. On
Exactly,
you guys.
exactly. And Lily.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Lily is sympathizing. So am I. So am I.
Yeah.
And when but immediately it leaves the port, we do whatever it takes
To get it.
to get it here, offload within about 2 hours, 30 minutes. We've offloaded one container.
Okay.
Then we start doing deliveries.
Okay.
So if we take you to the warehouse, you won't find any of our vans there. It all depends on your payments.
That's
You
what.
see, but the thing is that people don't pay attention to the estimated shipping fee. They don't prepare for it. Oh, Wamami updates, it drew warehouse. And no.
No,
But
I
as
get
to estimated shipping fee is $22 on Dream. But when it gets here and we confirm and send them the bill, that is when they begin to argue. But Mami estimated shipping fee see. Meanwhile, they didn't prepare for it.
Yeah.
But once you prepare, it arrives, we send you a bill. We will deliver to you.
And then that people ignore the word estimated.
That is the thing. I've come to realize that the word estimated, maybe they feel is too big.
Sometimes it's not our fault too. It's those that they bought the items for them to pay the money to us. It's their fault.
So,
it's not our fault.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why is it difficult to, when you are buying the item for someone, you check the prices online,
Yeah.
right? When you know that when the thing is bought, it will go to a forwarder or a shipper. You also know the rate of the shipper.
Yeah.
Why is it that you don't do all that calculation and give it to your client, and you have to take small part, buy the item, wait, let the thing arrive, then you take? Why?
They'll
What
be
is the
like it's
challenge?
expensive. They'll be like it's expensive. So the best way to do is to sell it normal price. Then when the shipping fee comes, then give it to them. Whether the shipping fee goes high or not, the person
But
has
is
to
that
pay.
not affecting your business?
No, for me, no.
No, I disagree
not.
with Lisa because someone did it to me recently and I've forgiven her because I lost the items were damaged. And you know what she did? When I ordered the items, the rate was at, I don't know, either 14 or 13 cedis. When it got to Ghana, she didn't tell me about it. They gave her the shipping fee when the rates were low.
Right.
So I expected her to have informed me that this is I would have paid instantly and she should have also sent it to them.
Yeah.
But she waited, and then when the item came, that was when she gave me the shipping fee. And then that time the rate was high.
High.
And I was so not happy about it.
You will.
And I asked her, why didn't you just tell me? Informing me would not do anything. You understand?
Yeah.
I would pay quickly because I want to avoid the excess charges.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that send them a screenshot of what your shipping agents have sent you. If they decide to pay, that is okay. If they don't pay, it is them. They would bear the cost for the extra charges.
Yeah, understand. I think that helps, and it makes your business also, flourish and go smoothly, because you don't want items arriving. GBH is giving you pressure. Come and pick your item. Oh, come and pick your item. You say my client hasn't paid me. Oh, I'm not coming. You understand? It becomes a challenge for all of us. You end up hijacking our space at the warehouse, and then we are unable to offload containers. You understand? Today, for instance, we should have offloaded about 3 containers, but we did just 1 because we don't have enough space to offload everything. So we had to offload 1, do deliveries, make room, and then offload the next, simply because people have decided to not claim their items when it arrives. Is there anything you would want to share with other mini importers? Is there anything you want to share with them to help them to be able to understand the business and not lose money like you have in the past?
You see, as we the mini importers, you don't have that kind of money to ship the items and come and sell here. So for me, what I would say is that as we are taking orders from our people, we are supposed to get quantity, like the items should be many before we ship them. If not, as in someone can buy lip gloss 3, it will get messing.
Exactly.
So at least if you are taking orders, it should be 20, 30 that the box will be at least bigger so that it won't be able to get messing and stuff.
Right. Yeah. So she's advising all of us, please, if you are doing mini importation and you want to buy items, make sure that you buy enough so that your items can meet the 0.1 CBM, that is our minimum requirement. So we beg you, if you are watching us, if you are listening to us, we want to implore you, once you ship your item, find out if someone is buying it for you. Find out from the person, am I expected to pay anything when the thing arrives? If yes, ask how much and let them inform you. This will help you to be able to prepare to pay your shipping fee and avoid having your items auctioned. My name is Isaac, and thank you for watching us. We'll see you again after our auction.